So today we're starting on a 2016 Ram, I think 2500 with the 6.7. We're changing the nitrous oxide sensor number 1, that one way back there. It's like an oxygen sensor, but for nitrous oxide. Yes. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this boot off. We're gonna take that clamp off that side. And there's one deep down in here on the face of the turbocharger. We gotta use like 2 extensions. And me, I forgot to grab a pair of pliers. So I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers for it. Okay, so there's a little PCV line down here. You're gonna have to take the clamp off. For the crankcase breather. And it's starting to get windy. Me and this truck have a lot of history, so I'm quite familiar with it, unfortunately. Okay. So here's the clamp down here, and then obviously this. And then you get that clamp loose, get that out of the way. Now we can see the turbine charger. Okay, let me move you over so you can get a better view in there. Let's see what we're really dealing with. So see the nitrous oxide sensor back there. We're gonna have to pop that zip tie. There's a clamp down there we're gonna have to get off. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Definitely not the funnest things to do on these. So let me go grab a zip tie. Grab a pair of cutters. I have an 8. That shield, we're gonna need a 22. Okay, so we're gonna take the cutters, see if I can get my hand in there. I'm gonna go ahead and snip that. We have to send this sensor back as a core. It's like a very, 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 very expensive sensor with an extra berry on top. I'm not too sure what makes it so expensive, but Chrysler is extremely proud of it due to the extreme price of it, in my opinion. So we're gonna go back here. It's kind of tough. It would be a lot easier if I were to pull the fender liner and get in there, but I kind of don't want to. You know, is it a smart idea? Absolutely not. But oh, okay. And these are 8s, so I can get this little shield off. Tape. There's 2 little 8s back here. Here's 1 8. I know you guys like staring at my arm. That's what I seem to always get in the videos. Fortunately, these trucks, they're just tight. People think, oh, Cummins is easy to work on. Well, you know, 15 years ago, yeah, but nowadays, not so much. With all this emissions, trash on here. But they have to have it, so it is what it is. And these bolts are usually really tight, so try not to bust my hand open on it. It's gonna pull it out of the way. It's gonna be too difficult to try to get that inner bolt off, and I don't want to strip it. So I'm gonna take my 22 wrench, see if this works like I plan it to. Probably not. Just don't want to bend that heat shield too much. Okay, it actually came off. So I'm gonna try to get a good shot back there. That might be better. So you can see, this is the shield. I'll have to bend it back a little bit, that's okay. What is this? That's a nice little Christmas gift. From a heater hose or something? What's nice about these sensors, they're not like regular oxygen sensors. They have a nut that spins on them. So you don't have to turn the whole sensor. Okay, just like that. That's pretty nice. It's not only a Dodge thing. Everybody does that. Okay, we got it out of there. Now down here, we're gonna have to pop it out of this connector. This retainer. It's a metal retainer. You just push it and pull it out, and it pops right out. Very simple. Then we're gonna fish it out here. So there's that. This one's not as easy because it's like a metal zip tie. So you gotta find the end, which I can't find. There it is. Right there. Just gotta open it up. And then get our oxygen sensor out. And then we gotta cut the zip tie. I don't know if it's factory. I might have did this. Keep everything out of the way. Because I did a turbocharger actuator on this a couple years ago. Typical Dodge. We've done so much work to this truck. I feel so bad for this customer. This truck's been absolutely just nothing of a nightmare for him. And sometimes it's just how these trucks are. Okay, so now we're down to the actuator. Let me move this out of the way so we can see it a little bit better. This is the bracket down there that holds the actuator module. This is all one piece. This is, I'm gonna just fish it down. This is what it looks like. I know it's a really crappy way I'm doing it, but this is what it looks like. 2 bolts to the frame. To be honest, I've never taken off the frame like this. Usually I just unbolt the module and bolt it back up to it, but I'm not gonna do that today. We're gonna change the whole bracket. So let me go get, I think I have a pick right here. I'm gonna pop that electrical connector off. I'm gonna get right there. Sorry if you guys can't see it. It's a little tight now here. Okay, we're going to push the connector out. Okay. Now, I just want to be honest with you guys. I did not diagnose this truck. It had Nox Sensor 1 performance codes. Now, the deal with this is all it has a sensor, goes into the module. The module communicates on like a CAN network. It has 2 data bus wires that communicate back to the PCM. It has a power and ground. So you can't say that it's like a broken wire from this module to the PCM. There's no way. If there was, it would have communication codes from this Nox module to the PCM, which it did not. It didn't indicate. It just had a performance code, and that was it. So just so you know, that's how. And unfortunately, the sensor is very expensive, so you have to be pretty accurate that this is the problem, because you do not want to replace this and have this not fix it. That would be horrible. I need to figure out what size we need, and then we'll get that bracket off. Okay, so next we're gonna try to get these bolts out of this bracket. I think they're 18s, and then we're gonna pop this harness out. So we're gonna try. I don't know if this is gonna fly.
EPW's on the phone. You want the condenser today or tomorrow or Monday?
They can bring it Monday. Okay. This is a little tight down here. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna try to pull this ground a little bit. They just don't give you very much room on these Dodges. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it by hand. Huff and puff and blow a house down because I have to do it by hand. Just joking. It's not that big of a deal. It's a little bit annoying, but it's part of life, you know. Nothing's ever easy. It isn't easy being cheesy. Don't mind, folks. So let's see. Okay, and I dropped the nut in the filter tray. Now be careful with this because it's, I believe it's a ground. Hello. Good, how are you? So I'm going to need a deep. Yeah, this magnet I think is no longer that magnetized. Let me grab a long pry tool so we can get that harness off. Okay, next. Let's see if I can. 2051S.
Is it just a filter or the housing?
It's just a filter. It's a motorcraft. Do we have any back there?
I didn't see any back there.
Really? Okay.
2051S?
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's see if I can get that nut or that bolt I dropped. Oh, look at that. My other magnet's just done. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Try to. Oh, I got it. I didn't think I was gonna get it. Feel pretty tight. Okay. So next up, I don't know if this. Was there a bracket on there? Oh, is that the right? No, you can put the oil in it.
And that filter's on top, huh?
The oil filter?
Yeah.
No, it's underneath.
In the corner.
It's on the bottom in the corner. There's no 2051S in motorcraft back there. Look in the H&H box and see.
Okay.
And there's a ground on there too. Good job, Dodge. So let me get that 13 and a 15. Okay, let's try not to tear this ground apart. Good old Chrysler. And that's a 13 too. Very nice. I think I remember. I think I have done one of these. I know I've done the sensors, but I usually unbolt them from the brackets. But I'm pretty sure I've done one. Okay. Just do me a favor. Set the old one on there just for. Is the old one? Oh, you haven't? No. Okay, perfect. Just put oil in it, and then we'll deal with it on Monday. Oh, look at that, didn't. Okay, let me see. And even if you pull the fender liner, getting this is still a trek. Let me get my arm in there. Look at that, I got this nut. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Okay, so we can't forget there's ground down there. That's just really kind of overcomplicated, in my opinion, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's get this. Push this down. That's a different size. That's funny. I kind of saw that too. It didn't look right. Look like that was the size. I have a 15 right here. Let's see if it's a 15. Might be a 16. Nope, it's a 15. That's more complicated than it really needs to be. You know? It's kind of ridiculous. Here we go. It's a $1 million module. And like I said, you can see it's only got 4 wires. They have a power ground and then like a data bus line set. So, not really much to diagnose there. It's either in the module or in the sensor, and they're non-serviceable. So you get this $1 billion piece right here. It's one whole unit. Which is kind of ridiculous, but so be it. I didn't buy it, I didn't break it, but we're gonna fix it. So all we can do is fix it right for the customer, so we don't have to see them for a long time. Hopefully. It's always my goal. Really nice customers, but I don't like them visiting me all that often. Okay. Okay, so I got that one started. Now we're gonna play a little trick here, because this isn't gonna be too fun. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna set it in there without the ground, just to line the bottom up, because I have to get the stud on. It's gonna be a nightmare to tighten like that, so I'd rather do it like this. And I guess that's why the paint's cleaned off the bracket. I don't know why they would run the engine ground through a bracket with a module on it. That's why it's isolated with that rubber, or the silicone. That's why they isolate it like that. Now let's get that bottom one tight. We're getting the 15 tight down there. This is a lot more than I thought. I was hoping this is gonna take a few minutes and be done, but it's turned into an adventure. That's okay. I like adventures sometimes. I'm kind of poking in the dark down there. Oh, and see, dummy me didn't turn the ratchet to the other direction. So now I'm loosening it again. That's why you stay in school. Okay, let's see if we can. Just don't want to. Gotta be careful of the alternator over here. I might drop it. Okay, maybe don't stay in school. That's just a joke. Always want to go to school. We'll see you later, Tim. Always want knowledge is power. You know? I didn't go to college. I did graduate high school, but you know, I don't know if I would ever go back to college. Eventually I would like to do something. You know, but it's not in the cards right now. I like to learn. Okay, so we got that tight. Okay, now we're gonna go. I put the ground stud back on the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and put the nut back on, the 13mm nut. I'm breathing in your ears. I'm hoping you guys can see down there. Got that on. And the reason why I put the bolt in the top is to guide it, so that when I go to put it back together, it's not such a pain in the butt. It should be very close to being perfectly aligned. And since these are grounds, I am going to double check them with my hand ratchet. This ratchet, battery's dead in it. I could go grab a new one, but as you can tell, I'm kind of being a little lazy. Tired of going up, down, and I dropped my ratchet. I think that other ground, the big one from the battery, is going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get back on, because it's on the bottom of it. Not a very good design. They would have flipped it to be on the top. Would have been cool. Now you can see the bolt and everything. Okay, the 13 is tight on the ground on the bottom. So now that that's on, doesn't mean we're going gung-ho yet. We have to put the wire back on. I have to get back up there, sorry. I have to keep jumping up and down. Scoot up. Okay, put that clip on. We're gonna go ahead and do the electrical connector for the actual module. It's not wanting to go on. I'm gonna get a little lube, a little W to assist it. Okay, I got some of my favorite. Spray a little WD in there. Some water displacement 40. And somehow it connects. I'm not a fan of WD, but it does have its place in this world. Works perfect for connectors like that. Okay, and now, so you can see this. If I can get my fingers to work. Fingers are like, not today, it's Friday. We quit. Let's use a socket. Now we gotta get this ground on. Okay. Make sure we're nice and clean. We don't want no corrosion. Luckily we're in California, so you know, corrosion is thankfully not a problem here. We're working on the race truck over there, as you can hear. The exhaust is all broken on it. Okay. I want to make sure the ground is kind of, I don't want it in that direction, because see how it's kind of up against the oil filter? I mean, I could have been lazy and just said, screw it, I left it, but then when we do the oil change next time, it'd piss me off, because when I tighten the ground, I left it up against the oil filter. So don't be lazy. Believe me, I'm very lazy, but within reason. I don't even know my ratchet's ratcheting. Cool. I'm gonna make sure this sucker's tight, because this is the main ground, I believe, from that battery. Okay. See how it's not up against the oil filter? That's how you want it. Don't be lazy, please. Okay, so next, we're gonna start routing this wiring for the sensor. So we know the sensor goes over here. I like to put it in its final place, and then we'll go back through and zip tie everything up and put it in the brackets. You don't want to tug on it. Like I said, this sensor is not very cheap. So you want to be gentle, treat it like your firstborn. Okay, now we're going to go back over here and change directions. And you like the creaky. Hopefully you can see a little bit. Okay, here's the sensor. Beautiful thing, it's already got some kind of coating on there, so someone's already done some of the work for us. I'm going to go ahead and pop this sensor in. And I fell off my stand because I was trying to relocate myself. We're going to go ahead and tighten the nut up on the Nox sensor.
Hey, Big Sassy.
How's it going?
Good, you look like you're having fun.
Oh, always. Okay. nice and tight. Now we're gonna push the bracket back into place. So we can go and get that 8mm headed bolt in there. Okie dokie.
Brakes feel good.
Okay. Is it making any noise when you're driving, like a wheel bearing noise or anything? Okay.
Park it or
Yeah, go ahead and park it. I just want to take it for a spin in a minute.
it's over and it's at 250.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, can you take that Honda CRV and put it in the back?
Back here.
You're all done?
So you just re-dyed the top and put a new nut on there? That shock?
It was actually okay. Didn't look that bad. It looked worse. It had threads and it was good. It tightened up for me, so. And then the AC line, it was we got an aftermarket one and it just leaked. So I put a factory one on it and it seems fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, because last time we couldn't find it.
Yeah. So hopefully it's all good. Just let us know. Should be fine though. Okay.
I appreciate it. I can't believe you got a fucking nut on there. When I looked at it, it looked like it was just fucking destroyed.
It looked worse, but it really wasn't bad.
Okay.
You know, at first I'm like, ooh, but it went right on. It tightened up.
Well, if it starts making a weird noise again.
No, you'll be fine. You have a good weekend.
Alright, I was just gonna look at it and go put it in.
Okay, now let's tighten this nut or this bolt. Oh, I keep dropping everything. Okay. Let's try a different position. It's always nice to try some new things. This socket, this 8mm 1/4 inch deep. This socket for me absolutely gets abused. So it's a little stretched out on the bottom, that's why it just pops off. Okay. Feels like it's pretty good. At least that didn't fall all the way. I need to warranty this socket. Next week, definitely. Hey, is there room for that in the trash?
Ready?
Huh?
Ready?
You try to get it in there and then I think it's already time to start locking up. All right. Yeah, 4:30. All right. Let's finish this up. I can't believe I dropped that again. Okay. Okay, it's actually tight. Let me go grab 2 zip ties so we can zip tie them in there. Okay. Now let's get this. You don't want it too far down. I really don't know if I should zip tie it to that. I don't think I like that. How's it look? It looks good on.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah, well, they put a couple well up. Yeah, just
Weld the shit out of it. It's a big old fucking
well, the
blob.
shock is not anything we have marked up for. That side is not gonna do nothing for you.
Never gonna fucking move again.
It
no
never fall
problem.
off. But replacing it, that's a different story. No, you'll be good. Just let me know in the air conditioning.
Okay.
But I did see there. You can see where it blew out all over the side.
Yeah.
And the hose that we installed, I compared it to the factory one, and literally just a hair's thickness. You know, maybe the tip of this zip tie.
Yeah,
that was
it's
the
like
difference.
16 or
It wasn't pushing in all the way. So it just, when under high pressure, it just leaked. So once I replaced it, it seemed fine. And I did compare them, they were different. Jeep's in the way?
Yeah. Just a scooch, just enough to be a problem.
Yeah. Put some Teflon on there, some glue. No, you'll be good.
Alright, awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. We'll see you. You have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too. Hey, let me know if you guys need any shit done, okay?
Yeah. I know. I need to get my Sea-Doo seat done.
I'll bring it over.
I know. I need to one day.
Bring it over next Friday. I'll do it over the weekend.
Maybe. I gotta see. I'm so busy and lazy. Look, I don't. It's not bad. It's not horrible yet, so I don't really care.
Well, you want to do it before it gets horrible, because it's easier.
Yeah, I mean, I found some seats. I think I want the whole thing redone. So, yeah, I know. Some really pretty ones, but.
I'll tell you what. Next week I'll come by. I'll bring a book, and I'll let you pick out what fucking colors, patterns, all that shit, and I'll just get the shit ordered. So whenever you're ready, we can just do it.
Yeah, bring the book. I want to take a look at it.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Is it? Oh. You can get Augustine. He might be near the trash can. He's right there. Okay. Again, I keep jumping up and down. It would be a lot easier if I took the fender well out. Truthfully, but easy is not my middle name. So I got that clip in. Now we got to do the bottom. We're gonna do this. Got to get it in this little tie right there. Put it back together. Make it look nice. So we're not hacky channing this truck all up. Put that down there, and then I'm gonna zip tighten the corner. Eh, you know what? I'm not going to, because I don't want to put strain on this. It'll be fine. And then this, I just want it to move around a little bit. I don't want to zip tie it to that line because it's gonna get hot. And I know it's sheathed, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, so let's continue putting this thing back together. I know I'm kind of second guessing myself right now, but it doesn't have no retention spots up there, so from the factory it wasn't like zip tied to there. At least I've never seen one zip tied to the oil line. And then the wires are silicone and that sheath is all good, but I just don't want it tugging on it, you know. So now we're gonna tighten this clamp up here. We'll tighten this one up. We'll tighten the bottom one and then put that breather line on. And then we're off to the races. Okay, now I'm gonna do the one that you guys cannot see. The one on the face of the turbo. You wanna make sure it's all the way engaged. Because you don't want it stuck in unmetered air. I mean, unmetered air would actually be better than dirt, which is what I've seen a lot. I've seen people not even get them on all the way, especially on the Duramaxes. The Duramaxes are hard to get on there.
Nail in that tire.
Nail? Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, my hand. Push the clamp to the side. And then I think we're gonna have to reset the nitrous oxide sensor in the ECM or PCM, whatever you want to call it. So let me go do that and we'll start up and see what it does. So I just wanted to show, these are what the codes what we started with: the Nox Sensor 1 circuit performance, Sensor 1 low circuit performance, signal stuck high. The truck has 169,000 miles, so we're gonna go ahead and clear this stuff out. So we're gonna go and clear it, and then I'm not too sure if there's resets. We're gonna find out right now. Let's go functional. It's either functional or system test, I'm not too sure. This just is all functional, so we're not gonna be in there. So let's go ahead and pull up system tests. Cat efficiency. Doesn't look like anything in here. PF replacement, nothing in there that I can see. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see what it does. And it runs, and we have no codes yet. We're gonna have to drive it and see what happens. But if I have an issue with it, I'll bring you guys back on and show you what's going on.